think it's very possible that the Ravens go into Cincinnati and beat Cincinnati. I won't be surprised if Baltimore comes in and they punch Cincinnati in the face. These two teams, they hate each other. They play each other every year, twice. They're scrappy. They're physical. You have three weapons on Cincinnati in a running game that just make the job easy for Joe Burrow. You have Boyd, Mixon. You have Higgins. You have Chase. So for them, it's pitch and catch essentially, and the other tight end as well too. Forgot his name. The tight end who's playing solid right now. But I do think the defense is solid. I think that the Bengals. It's all the matchup that we look for. That we're going to look for is the Ravens offense or the Ravens running game versus the Cincinnati run defense. If Baltimore is running the ball effectively, then they're going to be okay because you don't want to rely on Huntley passing the ball. Now, Huntley I think can make plays. He can make plays when he needs to. But when I think about just his experience and his knowledge in the passing game, I think there's still a lot to be developed there. And this may be his game this may be the game where he just passes lights out. But you have to run the ball. The defense is going to do their thing. Baltimore's defense is going to do their thing. But that it's all about, can you run the ball? Keep that four-headed monster off the field. Keep that team off the field. Slow the game down a little bit. Let it be some smash mouth football. Open the playbook up to Huntley. Greg Roman's playbook, it's pretty remedial. It's pretty remedial. It's not really something you open up, but yeah, you keep them off the field. You keep them off the field, and then you run the ball. You have to run the ball. Slow the game down. Beat that defense up. Soften it up. Let the game not necessarily extend the game. You want to shorten the game a little bit. Make it advantageous to you how your team plays and how you guys get after it. Right now, I necessarily don't see that. I don't see that happening. But I do think it's going to be a closer game than we expect if those two things happen. So Joe Burrow, I mean, he has weapons he can throw to. And the last time the Bengals played the Baltimore Ravens at the end of the season, it was the Cincinnati didn't just outright smash them in the face. Now I can tell you Baltimore wasn't really in there to giving it their 110%. They kicked a lot of field goals, 2 field goals towards the end of the game. Joe Burrow didn't have an exceptional game. He 1 touchdown, 25 for 42. So Huntley, you're not going to win the game with Anthony Brown throwing the ball 44 times and running the ball 27 times. So I expect Baltimore to come in and then to make waves different than what we've seen before. So yeah, we'll see what happens.